When natural disasters such as earthquakes and typhoons occur, people are often injured due to the collapse and falling of buildings. In the disaster-stricken areas, the chaotic situation caused by environmental damage and disrupted order may prevent ambulances from arriving at the scene in a timely manner to rescue the injured. At this time, it is necessary to use common items in daily life to stop bleeding for the bleeding wounded in a timely manner. For example, you can use a clean pair of pantyhose to wrap the wound, which can be used for emergency bleeding control. If there is severe bleeding on the head, first press the bleeding area with a clean handkerchief. Then, put the pantyhose on the head, making sure not to cover the eyebrows. Place the two legs of the pantyhose at the back of the head. Cross them and pinch the crotch part of the pantyhose with your hand. Wrap one leg around the head along the temple for one full circle, and then wrap the other leg around the head in the same way for one full circle. Tie the two legs of the pantyhose at the forehead. Pull out the waistband of the pantyhose from below the knot so that the pantyhose is tightly stretched on the head. Finally, use the pulled out part of the waistband to cover the knot and roll it downwards. Thus, the head dressing with the pantyhose is completed. If the injury is on the ear or cheek, cut a hole on each of the left and right sides of the waist part of the pantyhose. Then, place a clean handkerchief on the wound. After that, stick the pantyhose to the handkerchief and wrap it longitudinally around the head along the lower jaw. Thread the two legs of the pantyhose through the two pre-cut holes respectively. Next, cross the two legs and wrap them horizontally, one in front to cover the forehead, and the other at the back to cover the back of the head. Finally, tie a knot above the ear. If the eye is injured and bleeding, you also need to cut a hole on both sides of the waist of the stockings. Use a clean handkerchief to press on the wound, then place the stockings horizontally over the handkerchief. Make sure the crotch of the stockings avoids the other eye, and wrap it around the head once. Then, thread each leg of the stockings through the holes previously cut on the sides of the face. Pull the legs in opposite directions to tighten them, maintaining pressure on the wound. Cross the two legs at the side of the head and tie them together. Finally, wrap each leg around the left and right sides of the head to the forehead and tie them there. This completes the eye bandaging. Tight stockings have elasticity and a certain length which can replace gauze to bandage wounds in emergency situations. It is recommended that you learn to use stockings to stop bleeding and bandage to prevent yourself or others from losing too much blood and endangering your life after injury.